Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Disney Animated and Remake. I am your lovely host, Miss Disney. Now, first off, it seems like it's been quite a number of months since my last video, where it was The Lion King in the Circle of Life. I just wanted to apologize for my absentees. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been a little bit down on the dumps for a couple months, where this whole quarantine started affecting me and draining me of my energy, and I didn't feel like making a video with you guys, but I am making progress. I am back in action. I am finding stuff to do, and I started doing DoorDash as a nice little side job, which will keep my weeks occupied for the time being. So I'm excited about that, and it looks like, and of course, my student teaching is on schedule as far as I know of, which stay tuned for that. Who knows what the next school year will be for my state. Anyway, so we are all caught up now. The very last video that we will be talking about for the 2019 is the latest remake of the 1955 Lady in the Tramp. Now, I am gonna have to be honest with you. I wasn't as thrilled with Lady in the Tramp, other than with the songs, like the animated one. But my mother, on the other hand, she absolutely loved. I gotta show this. Aww. Buddy. Yeah, no. Oh. Sorry, guys. I had to show it because it was so adorable. But yeah. My mother actually loves Lady in the Tramp because it just happens to be her favorite, and it does involve animals, which, knowing my mom, she loves animals, and Lady in the Tramp's just one of them. She really loves Lady. She loves, the dog that she is. I'm not a dog person that much, so I can't honestly say that I have a favorite, other than a Siberian Husky, but that's about it. But my ultimate love is my kitty, right, Quinny? Okay, so, animated and remake. Well, quite honestly, I do see a huge differences between the remake and the animated. The most significant one that I will have to say is Jacques, the little black I don't know what type of dog he is. That's how bad I am of a dog lover I am. But at any rate, in 1955, Jacques was a boy, and in 2019, Jacques is Jacqueline. Quite a difference, don't you think? I gotta honestly say, I may actually like this version of Jacques as Jacqueline. At least on the plus side, they're both Scottish, which is what their nationality landmark lived, or at least where they're most likely to be found, if not in America. You know what I mean, like where they came from, like where they got their name and everything. I have to say that I actually really enjoyed the 2019 a little bit better, because we actually got to see not only the dogs interacting with other dogs, or at least other creatures, but we also get to see the humans interacting with the dogs, which is something you do not see that very much often, which in 1955, because you don't even see the people's faces other than Aunt Sarah, that crazy cat lady that was very fond of the baby more than dogs. I can tell you this way, she has not changed that much between the both versions. I mean, she's very obnoxious, and she's very obnoxious in the 2019, especially with her treatment of Lady. I mean, I'm not one to say, because I probably would be the same way. I would idolize my cats and favor them over the dogs, but I'm not really that case. I know that if one one cat did something bad, then I disciplined them instead of playing favoritism. But I really love how in 2019 they really got to see the interactions between the humans and the dogs, and how Tramp, I love this part. We never actually knew Tramp's real name. He was just called the Tramp by the dogs, but to all the humans, he's considered butch, scoundrel, mutt, you name it. He was probably that was probably his name. And that was actually kind of interesting, because as a stray dog, you don't really know the dog's name or anything. You just make it up as you go. And he was even named Spot, and that's the part I didn't understand. I didn't see a single spot on him. He was cute. He was actually a cute little stray dog, and he's so lovable. Anyway. Yeah, but I really love the interaction, and I love the fact that Tramp never really had a real name, whereas in 1955 he was stuck with Tramp. But we never heard the humans actually call him Tramp, but every other dog called him that, because he was known as the Tramp. And let's face it, when you're on your own, and you only got to take care of yourself, and you can be kind of a tramp in that way. And it wasn't until a little lady dog came rolling in and things started changing. That's right, we are talking about the beautiful lady. And I really love how we get to see, really get to see how Lady fits in with her family, even more so than the 1955. And I was actually a little bit heartbroken and frustrated at the owners for, to me, neglecting Lady in favor of their baby. But again, I am human, and I would probably be the same way, especially if you are concerned about your animal attacking your newborn and you want to take things slow to the point where the animal will get used to your baby. And quite frankly, the further the movie got along, after Lady was sent to the pound accidentally, I say accidentally, because let's face it, you don't be put to the pound on purpose. You put there because you were caught. And quite frankly, she does have human owners, so she was put there accidentally. And to be fair, in the 2019, she didn't have her collar because Aunt Sarah decided to remove the collar to put on that muzzle cage contraption around her. Oh my God, poor lady. She didn't even do anything, and she was punished for that. But yeah, by the time that she was in the pound and her humans went to pick her up, which was a very nice gesture, we actually get to see a better relationship between her and her human family. And Jim, Dear, and Darling actually get to see the smug side of Aunt Sarah, and actually told her that she was not welcome back anymore. Basically, they told her that. They didn't actually say it word for word, but I guarantee you that's what they really said. But so anyway, the relationship got better. She was introduced to the baby Lulu, and it was actually truly beautiful. Like, they were really starting to be like a family. I mean, it was a little different than how she was used to, but she learned to accept it and embraced it, and she was pretty happy throughout most of it. Though, granted, she was also starting to miss Tramp a little, and that's because Tramp opened up her eyes to a whole new world, and she just really saw a different world. It's like she said, the world is more than just your fence and your house. The world is bigger. And it's actually a nice little lesson for the dogs to actually get, because towards the end, Jacqueline's owner decided to adopt 2 puppies from the pound, and it really is a whole new world because these puppies never really had a family. Now they got a chance to be a family, and apparently get the model with the dog. That's the one. That's the most funny thing I've actually seen in this remake is the fact that Jacqueline's owner dresses her up in costumes and basically creates pictures or paintings of her dog, and I'm like, it's so funny and everything. Oh my goodness, I absolutely loved it and everything, and of course Trusty stayed the same in it, everything. But it's not just the human interactions with the dogs that I really loved most about 2019. We actually get to see why Tramp was the way he is. At some point during the movie, Tramp explains to Lady that he did have a home. And he was abandoned when a baby came. Which explains why when Tramp first met Lady, he said, when the new baby comes in, dog moves out. And that's because through his experience that happened. They never said that in the 1955, which is why I love remakes so much, because they actually get into a little bit more detail about how certain things happen. Like back with Beauty and the Beast, we found out what happened with Belle's mom. We figured out why Beast was the way he is, and what happened to Cinderella's mom. Why Lady Tremaine was so mean. Why she was the evil stepmother. Everything. And oh my god, it literally broke my heart hearing Tramp's story of how he was abandoned. Like, his owner practically threw the ball far enough, he quickly got into his car and drove off. And Tramp stayed there. He had no idea he was being abandoned then, and put it this way, it really did break my heart because, oh, he's not here, because my cat Buddy, we rescued him. He was, well, Mr. Disney did. He was driving home, he saw something on the side of the road, saw it was a very small kitten, and we naturally assumed that he was roughly the same age as Wonder when he first brought Wonder home, 8 weeks old. So he took him home. We started taking care of him, not knowing whether we were gonna keep him or try to find a different home from him, and evidently he just became part of our family. We couldn't fathom without him, and he became very awesome. Yeah, so I think that's why I love the 2019 is because we actually get a sense of how abandoned animals feel when their humans leave them. And yeah, sometimes they misbehave or act rough, but that's because, well, it's survival of the fittest basically, and see, I'm kind of speechless here because I can't fathom. I can't imagine abandoning my animals or anything. I would never want to. Put it this way, when Mr. Disney's grandmother passed away, she had a very old dog, Fluke. When she was fading from us, I guess you could say, I kept thinking, what's gonna happen to Fluke? Are they gonna take him to the pound or the animal shelter? And if they do so, what's gonna happen to him? Will the people abandon him and let him suffer? But luckily I didn't have to worry about that because a family member decided to take Fluke with him and live out the rest of his days at his house with his kids and grandkids. So yeah, it was nice. And I'm really happy that Fluke ended up having a home after her passing. It's not easy. Sorry guys, I had a moment. But anyway, I think that's all the time that I will have for this episode. Basically, all in favor. I really like the 2019 Lady in the Tramp, and quite honestly, I wish they did put it on DVD and Blu-ray so I can add it to my collection, but having it on Disney Plus really makes it awesome, especially since it premiered on Disney Plus, and I loved it. But anyway, that's all the time that we have here. Tune in. Unfortunately, because now we are all caught up, this will be the last, but certainly not the least, episode of Disney Animated and Remake. The next episode that I will be planning on making is Mulan. I am going to be honest with you guys. I was planning, me and my girlfriend were planning to go to the movie theaters and watch Mulan in March when it was first coming out, but because of this COVID-19, it was pushed back to a later date. It was pushed back to July. Now that's changed. It's now in August, so cross your fingers that they will stick this time. And quite honestly, Mulan is the only movie that I want to see for the remainder of 2020. The next movie after Mulan is Cruella, which is another movie I am looking forward to, and that's not until May 2021, so yeah, so quite honestly, if they do open the theaters and there are some restrictions, I'm willing to do the restrictions as long as I get to view Mulan, so I can bask and reveal how awesome it may end up being. And quite frankly, I heard very wonderful things about it, based on the trailers and based on the reviews before the COVID-19 started, so yeah, I really can't wait, and I really am hoping they're not going to stream it onto Disney Plus just yet, because they did put a lot of money towards this movie, and it would be a waste to have to put it on Disney Stream, where they will most likely not get a whole lot of money out of it as much as they would do in movie theaters. So anyway, tune in next time for the next episode of Disney Animated Remake, which is Mulan, and I just hope that you be loyal, brave, and true, and be true to your heart. You must be true to your heart, 'cause when the heavens will part and shout on you, my love, open your eyes. Your heart can tell you no lies, and 'cause when you're true to your heart, you know it's gonna be the best. I can't remember. But that's from Mulan. That was from the 1998 Mulan, like the end credits. So I didn't really pay attention to that, because I was 8 years old. Anyway, tune in next time. If you see random videos of me posting, I'm still here. It just will not be quite as often as you hoped. But yeah. If you, again, I want you guys to please stay safe, stay sane as much as possible. Don't let this scare you. I mean this with all my heart, because I am one of the examples of people that are probably suffering through this. Do not let it get to you. We will get through this. We're all in this together. Do not let fear succumb to this. We will get through this. And we're not in this alone. Like I said, we're all in this together. Bye, guys.